Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering Season 7 of the Pokemon anime and its movie Destiny Deoxys.
Ash continues his journey to the Honnen League with friends while May competes in the local Pokemon contest way too much. And in Destiny Deoxys, a mysterious alien Pokemon appears in search for an egg in LaRousse City, putting everyone in danger. I keep calling her mistake number 2.
Oh.
Yeah. There was too much of May competing in this season, and
that was weird.
Ash competing. This is Ash's show. I know Sylvia has to feel the same way. Why is she getting all the attention and competing and not Ash?
Yes.
Why do she and her brother Max and their dad Norman all become stars, and Ash is treated like,
not the best.
Yeah, like he doesn't count.
Yeah, and that was the weird thing. Last season, they at least had some equal time. It was still Ash's show. We got a little bit of May, a little bit of Max. We had like one episode each, where every now and then there'd be an episode about them, but the rest was about Ash and the journey, and about everyone else, and stuff, and the regular stuff. But for this season, it took a weird turn. I don't know if they were trying to get more popularity for the new characters, so they started giving them more focus. But for some reason, this season, they got way more screen time than usual. And this time, not even Team Rocket had many episodes this time. They got like 1 or 2, and then May and Max got a majority of this season with Ash.
Well, remember, not true. Toward the end of the season, Team Rocket got a lot of episodes in a row, and we were really excited. And another thing that I did not care for this season is when they went to Max and returned, I should say, to Max and May's hometown. And all the people wanted to battle Ash. And they wouldn't stop battling him. And then they called him names and all this other stuff when he was tired and made him keep going. And then some idiot decides, well, maybe you should battle May. And he's tired and worn out. And they decided this was a fair battle. And then when he was winning, they started booing him because he was beating her, which he should have because he's the better trained trainer, has been doing it longer. And then he literally just had to be so tired that he lost. And
he collapsed.
Thought it was fair that she won and he lost.
Yeah, and then May was happy.
It's supposed to be probably tongue-in-cheek or humor.
Yeah,
I know Sylvia didn't like it, and we can tell you, Sylvia, we didn't like it. It was not fair to Ash. And speaking of that, there were some episodes that Rascal wasn't happy with about Jessie not being treated fairly. Yeah. She did sneak. What do you have to do? Registration into battles.
Right. They have some of these little rules about the contest, and some of them had a deadline. And then the first time it happened, May got in. Because Jessie was 1 minute late, she didn't qualify anymore, and then they were gone for the rest of the episode.
Right.
And then the next time, she got in, but she cheated.
Her name was what?
Was it Jessalina or Jessica or something like that? It's always so like you can't make that many names out of Jessie.
It was Jessica.
All right. And then the second time, and then I'm sorry, the third time.
What happened the second time?
Well, the second time she got in, she cheated at first, and then they're having another time. She played fair. And this is the second time, right?
But yeah, she cheated with, what was the name?
Yeah, Dust Talks, yeah. It was doing fine until you realized it had a little bit of a belt to do some of these extra things. Mm-hmm. And then that's why she lost. And then the third time she came in, she actually did it fair. No cheating or interference from James or Meowth. Mm-hmm. Got perfect score and still lost to May. And that's what I get for playing fair. But given credit, she's still playing fair the rest of the time. She hasn't been cheating since that first time. She's been playing fair and getting really high scores. But she keeps losing to May every single time.
Everyone keeps losing to May like May's a veteran trainer. She didn't even want to be. I don't want a Pokemon. I don't want to be a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, she just said she wanted to see the world. She didn't mention anything about Pokemon. Parents said, she should get a Pokemon. She just went with it. All of a sudden, it went to all this, and suddenly she's a great master. All of a sudden, it's like, what? How does she keep losing to her? And it's always the same thing. Everyone keeps losing to May.
Right.
May lost once against some other kid. Because with his little flower Pokemon, I remember what it was called.
Right.
She lost that one time, and then after that, she didn't lose anymore.
And the majority of her Pokemon in this season, she got because she helped them. and then they just went to her.
Right. I'm like,
she didn't earn them. She didn't compete for them.
Right.
She just got them because she was nice to them.
Right. And it would be fine if it happened every once in a while. If she actually caught some, like Ash would catch majority of them, right. And then some he would help, and they want to go with him because he saved them.
Right.
And that'd be different if they did that for May. I'm like, okay, so someone do that too. But no, all her Pokemon she can't catch. They all go to her. And I guess you could say that's a different way of handling them, not having to battle them. But it's kind of weird when you want to compare to Ash, and you know there's two different people, two different trainers. But why is this season portraying her as the better trainer or the better master when she clearly still has issues with some of the Pokemon?
But she clearly is not. She clearly is
but
not.
The Skitty and the Beautifly and stuff is like, can't she at least get a grasp on the Pokemon she has and improve on them before she gets the new stuff? Okay, so that's enough about May.
Did want to mention it was great to see Misty again. She
yes.
For one episode.
Yes.
And then they made references to her in other episodes.
Right. Because she finally got a break and she went to a Togepi festival and they had this weird thing with a whole another kingdom and another dimension and stuff. And I was like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. And Togepi finally evolved.
Yeah, she can't hold him anymore.
Right?
His egg.
Yeah. And now it's Togetic, something like that.
Togetic. Please let us know, Sylvia.
Right? But, yeah, there were still some great episodes happening that weren't revolved around that. Like you said, we got some great ones with Ash. They even had one with a time travel element where they had this girl from the future who went back to the past and like, wait a minute.
Can I remind you of the episode with Dr. Oak?
Yeah, with the movie. Yeah, that was a really great one.
He had the haunted house one.
Right, and it was actually kind of funny because they had this Pokemon that fed off negative energy, but unlike most of the ones now where it just stay negative, when they feed off the negative stuff, they'll feel so good they're not angry anymore. Because they've been Team Rocket argued like 50 times, and each time they're like, oh, you're my best friend. I'm like, what the?
And every episode where Team Rocket was featured toward the end was fantastic.
Yes.
Every single episode was fantastic.
Yes, and then there was this one we definitely got to mention that was a standout for both of us. There was one where after everyone got blasted off again, Pikachu hit her head and lost memory. Mm-hmm. And Thornton got mixed with Meowth. And when he realized that he didn't remember anything, he kind of fibbed and said that, oh, you're part of Team Rocket, and I'm your very best friend, and blah, blah, blah. And you were thinking this was going to go, like, south or something. But the strangest thing is, as much as they want to show you that Team Rocket's horrible, every episode you see, you love with them. Because Pikachu's going to be nice with Meowth. Mm-hmm. He saves him many times.
They share an apple.
Right. And he starts feeling a little bad that he's lying half the time, and then he told Jesse and James how it is, and then they had to be nice to Pikachu, and it wasn't even like faking it that much. They were really actually enjoying spending time with Pikachu, and he loved James, and it's supposed to, oh, we'll take it to the boss, we finally got it, and then instead of doing that, they go frolic with it. It's like, what are you doing? Hey, Pikachu, what are you doing?
And then James finally got the Pokemon of his dreams he wanted as a child.
Right. What was it called? Chimera? Was it Chimera or Chimecha?
It can't be Chimera because that's,
No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's what was that thing called? Was it Chimecha? Because they have little pun names on everything. What the heck was it called?
Chimecha.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and it sings the little song. And it's so soothing, but it doesn't put you to sleep, thank goodness.
All right, you don't need another Jigglypuff.
No. And James was so happy. And it just went to James and was happy to stay with James. And it was nice that something nice finally happened for James. And he has a Pokemon that doesn't attack him with love every time he picks up his Pokeball.
Yeah, because they just have, like you said, they have really great episodes towards the end of the season.
Now, Ash grows, of course, this season as well. He grows as a trainer. He grows as a person. He gets more familiar with his new Pokemon. And he gets quite a few in this season. Right.
And most of them are, like I said, the catches, or some of them evolve. Like the Sparrow evolved, May's Torchic evolved, the little Lotad.
Ash.
Well, I'm mentioning ones that have also, remember, that's the only one that evolved.
Right.
I think, because others, like, I think 3 evolved this season. It was 1 from each person.
Don't forget the other one that has the little twig in his mouth.
Trico. Yeah, he evolved too. Yeah. And then the rest are still, the same. Mm-hmm. And someone got to get adjusted to the other Pokemon being different now. Like, Corfish has, attention issues, I guess. Yes. Corfish! Like, pay attention to me!
And then he got another Pokemon. Did he get it, or did May get it? The one that has the pearl in his head.
No, that one was just passing by with the spoink.
Well, it keeps following them because he turns up yet again and not
it was weird
looking for that darn pearl.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it never really explained how it keeps following them.
I guess it's like Jigglypuff.
I guess so. Yeah, spoink, and the pearl and the pig, and you're like, okay. I mean, that's probably one of the weirder Pokemons in here because it's like. Pig and the pearl. I mean, we get the reference, right. But it's kind of like, okay.
So this season, again, it was marked with some great Team Rocket episodes, the growth of Ash, Too Much May, and a movie that was absolutely fantastic, right. Destiny Deoxys.
Right. Before we get to the movie, one last thing I gotta mention. For the show, for this season, we talked about Jessie. I forgot to mention that Mama, the entire time, whenever they had the Pokemon contest battles and she was in it, I kept saying, "Go Dustox! Go Jessie! Go Dustox!" And I know the fans are probably like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to cheer for Jessie. What is wrong with you?"
And James too. Remember?
Yeah, when he did it, yeah, and they're actually good, and Mom was like, go Jess, like, you're not supposed to cheer for them. Like, go. Okay, now the movie.
Yes, this was the best Pokemon movie in years. We absolutely loved it from beginning to end. I can find nothing that I disliked about it. It was great, and I really hope this is the beginning of more good Pokemon movies for for season 8 and season 9. Of course, we won't know till we watch them.
Right.
But this was a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta see what the next movie is after this. I don't think I've looked it up yet. But for Destiny Deoxys, it was a little different because we had started to get used to these sort of mild Pokemon movies. Yeah, with the 4, 5, and 6, they've all been kind of just meh in terms of the story and everything. It wasn't really any action or a big story. It was just sort of things happening. But here they actually had a big plot going, and they had started going back to the formula they had with the first 3 movies.
Which made them great. Exactly.
Right, with the conflict being there and understanding Pokemon more.
And everybody being in the movie, not just Ash and you leave everyone else.
Right.
Everyone was involved in the movie, in the culmination of the climax, in everything being returned to normal, and that's what works.
Right. And in this one remember they had talked about alien Pokemon a few times in the show already, because you kind of wonder where did Pokemon come from, were they created, did they evolve from existing animals, were they from space? Well, some of them you do know now are from space, and Deoxys is definitely one of them, because with the conflict in here is like they don't know anything about alien Pokemon, so whatever you see, you're just going to have to deal with head on because they don't know what they do or the powers or anything. So this one was definitely sort of a nail biter because you didn't know what was going to happen.
Right, definitely.
And then you had this kid here who had a fear of Pokemon due to a traumatic experience, and then when you saw it, you're like, that's a little much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the kid's name? Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, that was the name. And he had a fear of Pokemon for years, and then sort of with Ash, he learns to that I don't know if it's a Pokephobia. I don't know if that actually exists or not, but it kind of starts to go away the more time he spends with Ash and seeing the Pokemon are friendly, and not every Pokemon is bat crazy or destructive or anything. Because even had a moment and they look like a music video.
And then you had the one that looked like a serpent that was trying to destroy the alien Pokemon.
Yeah, there's this giant green one, and it's the first time it did because it thought its home was being attacked or its territory, so it ended up splitting up the creature.
I think it was called Rayquaza.
I think so.
Rayquaza, yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes back a second time, it's like far away, so it knows the thing is back, so it keeps thinking this thing's a threat and it's gotta attack it, and then you find out what it really wants.
And then during the latter part of the movie, when something was attempting to destroy Rayquaza. Then the two alien Pokemon actually come to his defense, and he learns they're not enemies.
Right.
Because they try to keep him from being killed.
Right.
No matter what happens, no matter how much he attacked them, they showed that they were loving Pokemon.
Right.
And they really didn't mean any harm.
Right.
That was one of the best parts of the movie.
Right. And here, they said you actually got to see more of the Pokemon, because the last couple movies, they've just been absent altogether. No battles, no appearances, no fun, nothing. So this movie actually, did something different again. And like I said, with the little music video moment, they actually had them having fun. And the boy getting used to the Pokemon. And he even says one of them that we just call Mossy Meadows, but it's Plusle and Minus or something. And he says them because they were messing with the trash can, and then his head got stuck or trapped. You're like, why are you messing with it?
Now,
and
this also became the iRobot of Pokemon, because the robots went ballistic and turned on everyone.
Right.
And of course, they wanted Tori to save the day, his dad and his mom.
Right.
But Ash ended up saving the day, correct?
Right. I mean, he helped, but yeah, Ash had to do it because it's Pokemon. It's his movie, so
exactly.
Right.
He had to be the Will Smith of this Pokemon movie.
Right. But yeah, Tori did help a little, and of course he got 2 new Pokemon because as soon as he saved them, then they started following him.
Cute, of course.
Yeah, because he was like, "No, you don't have to come with me," and they were just like constantly following him everywhere. Like, "Hey, you are."
And it fit because he's small. And they're small, and they were just, they're fun-loving and lovable. So it fits that they gave those Pokemon to Tori.
Right.
Perfect.
So yeah, definitely a great upgrade to the movies, and like the whole movies 8, 9, and so on remain, action and fun and engaging the whole time. Because this was definitely a step up from the 7th movie.
Oh, it was more than a step up. This was like a whole 360.
Right.
So, if you've seen Pokemon Season 7 and the movie Destiny Deoxys, please let us know what you think in the comments below. And
be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on new Paws podcasts.
As well as our continuing podcast on the Pokemon Classics seasons and movies.
Yes. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.
Flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. Met her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket.